it out. Okay, for the float value I'll show you today. So I'll delete that and then I will walk you through one more time. Okay, and then we will continue with the new topic, which is aggregation. Okay, SQL aggregation functions. Okay, and also I want to show you one more thing, guys. We have a uh, autocomplete feature in Postgres. Okay, so for example, if you want to write any code, right? Say for example, select star, and you want automatically from. Okay, what you can do is you can press Control and space bar. Okay, so it will give you this drop down where you have all the functions inbuilt, so you can write from. Okay, it will come and then table name. Okay, again you type something here, then it will give you the current table name if it is there, family, format and all. You can write, you can check here, if it is there you can do it. Okay, so in my case it is not there. So what is the table name that I created yesterday? customer customer underscore exp experience, right? If I'm not wrong. Okay, so yesterday, yeah, this is the one. Okay, so if you see here, this is a float type of data. Okay, data type is float values. After decimal you have 6 digit, 4 digit, 5 digit, right? So how to capture, how to allow in SQL? Okay, Postgres. So you have to use something called real. Okay, now what I'll do is I'll just give one example again. So I'll truncate the table first. Okay, truncate table. Table name is cust. Okay, and you can type control and space bar. It will give you the drop down and then you can select instead of typing the entire name. Okay, so it's I'll show you one more options later on. Okay, and just make sure it is set to Netflix. Okay, because in Netflix, if you recall, I created customer experience table here. Okay, so first I'll truncate this table. Yes, okay, it's gone. If I select customer experience, I just have the schema here. I don't have the content. Okay, so the best part of truncate is it will clear your data, not the schema or the column names. Okay, now I'll right click. Okay, how do you change this? This item, which is real right now, spend time spent on site. Yesterday I have set this to integer, if you recall. Okay, I'll just show you. Am I audible? Okay. Okay, now this is the other way. Yesterday I showed you how to create. Instead of writing a code, you can do using with a mouse interface. Okay, you can change all these settings. Okay, you can create column names and data types. Okay, now which time spent on site? Okay, this one. If you recall yesterday, integer. I'll just change it to integer for now. Okay, I'll just run this. Okay, now you see I have integer. If you recall yesterday, where is my Excel file? Let me go to that file. SQL cust experience. This is a file which we downloaded. Okay, so this is the sample which we downloaded yesterday for our practice session. And where is time spent? Yeah, this is the column that we were stuck yesterday. Okay, it was not importing. Okay, so I'll show you the normal way of importing using a mouse. Okay, so generally we use a copy command to import, and then you will give the path, and then you will give the header, and you will give the delimiter. Okay, if you recall, yeah, this one. Okay, this entire thing. Okay, so copy HR attrition from, this is the CSV file that I want to import, and you will have to pass these two options. Okay, when we do this import, okay, you don't need to do all those things. Okay, so for example, you have import and export. You go there, you have to select import. You're if you are exporting, you have to select export. Okay, in my case, it's a blank table. I just have a skeleton of the columns, that's it. Okay, and I'll point to this file, which is cust underscore experience.csv file, which I showed you yesterday, and this is the format CSV. Okay, and if you don't have to change anything. Okay, you have to just make sure this is on header and delimiter with comma. That's it. Okay, and these are all your columns. Okay, you can just select all, that's it. Okay, these are all columns which we created manually yesterday. Okay, I'll just click on this and I got the error. If you recall, yesterday we got the same error. Okay, if I go to process, and this is the latest one, and you can see error, invalid input syntax for type integer. Okay, so the first value, that is 18.31. Okay, if you recall, this is the first row that it is trying to import, 18.31, the data type. It is not understanding what data type is that. Okay, and it is giving this error. Okay, so this also, um, one way is, it will also help you track why it is not happening. Okay, so somewhat like this, you will get an option when you are trying to import. Okay, now we know why it is happening. Okay, now what I have to do is, I'll go to properties. Okay, so right click, properties, and columns. Here I have time spent on, uh, is the column name, it is time spent on site. Okay, so this time spent on site. Okay, only thing is I have to change it to real. Okay, so they have updated this option in the new version of Postgres. Okay, real. Earlier we used to get float. Okay, whenever you see any decimal type data type, okay, just simply mention this column will take all real numbers. Okay, and then save it. Okay, and then uh, we'll go to import, import, export the file, same file. Okay, just make sure this is checked and comma is there, and rest you don't have to do anything here. Okay, here also you don't have to do anything, just click OK. Okay, now it says process completed. Okay, now if I run this command, okay, I'm getting a data, you can see it. Now I'm getting a data. Okay, this is what I was trying to do yesterday. We were stuck yesterday because I was doing some research on data types, what was uh, depreciated and what was added new. So I got to know from some blogs that we have to select real. Okay, so it's a learning for me as well. So I was thinking float. Float is not there. If you recall, yesterday I was typing float, I was not getting any results for float. So that's when I understood float is not working here. So something has changed here, and okay, uh, so is it clear, guys, for now? Yes, no? Okay, okay, so this is one, and truncate, just make sure you don't run it often. Okay, it will clear all your table. Okay, just make sure you never run, just put a comment. Okay, always, sometimes you might select and run it, gone your data. Okay, just make sure you don't run this. These are all very danger commands. Okay, drop table, what it will do, it will delete the data as well as your column schema skeleton. Okay, so both will go, nothing will be there. Okay, that's the difference. Truncate will just clear the data. So these type of questions they will ask, what is the difference between drop and truncate? Okay, drop, completely gone, everything, your schema as well as data. Whereas truncate, truncate will release only the data, and then it will retain your column names. Okay, that's the only difference that you will come across. Okay, now today we will talk about new topic, which is aggregation. Okay, so what is aggregation? Okay, we'll see this topic. So these are all called advanced usage. Okay, in Postgres. Okay, aggregate function. These are all called advanced functions or usage. Okay, and what are aggregation functions? Okay, so in simple terms, aggregation function performs calculation. Okay, simple calculation across multiple rows. Okay, just keep this in mind, rows. Okay, not columns, rows. Okay, and return a single result. Instead of returning one row per record, you can use this to summarize your data. Okay, now what are the common functions that are available? Count, sum, average, min, max. There are a lot. Okay, so I just picked up the same some few. Okay, and the other one you have to learn of your own. Okay, so these are the basics. Every I mean, even if you go and search in Google site, right, aggregate function in Postgres, you'll get only these four or five. Okay, or six. Okay, but I'll teach whatever the situation is. I mean, when we are querying data and all, right, and also you can use group by and having. Okay, this we have already learned before. Okay, group by and having. Okay, so now what we are learning is, earlier we were writing just two line of code. Okay, in SQL. Now you have to write 5 to 6 pages, sorry, 5 to 6 lines. Okay, so when you add and you are doing some complex task, okay, you are writing a complex code to fetch some results from this code. Okay, and I mean, like I said, group by and having, you make use of these two keywords. Okay, and handle null values properly. Okay, you can use distinct. Okay, I showed you in I mean, yesterday also a couple of examples. Distinct, what is the use of distinct? Okay, when you have something called gender. Okay, so in gender, you never know, you will have male female, others also will be there. Okay, by seeing 10 records you cannot judge, right? You cannot make any judgment. Okay, just thinking that I have only two values. Okay, so always use the distinct on that column and make sure how many values are there, then you will get an idea what is happening with the and how to go with next steps. Okay, and perform multi-table aggregation. So you have tables, multiple tables like customer table, then you have sales table, then marketing table. Okay, so you can perform multi-table aggregation with joins. Okay, whatever we have learned joins earlier, right, in previous session. Okay, we're gonna make use of it and we'll write some complex code to retrieve information. Okay, and also we'll learn advanced feature like filter. Okay, grouping, grouping sets, roll up, cube. Okay, so these are all advanced features. Okay, and we also learn how to apply aggregate function with Windows functions. Okay, I'll explain this. Probably we'll start only these two. Probably tomorrow, I'll when we come by, I'll pick up some examples here, and then I will show you the Windows function, and I will also see how to optimize. Okay, aggregate queries for performance. Okay, so see why I use the word optimize and performance is, see, if you are pulling out 10 billion records, right, with a select star from table name, okay, obviously it will hit the performance. Okay, because see, the database that you're using, right, it is not utilized only by you. There are a lot of things that it is connected to, or with the webhook, like some application is accessing some data from there. Okay, some other user is running some query, okay, or maybe some automated tasks are running like a scheduler, okay, schedule task at that time, do uh, uh, what is that called, indexing and all that, right? So a lot of tasks go hand on hand uh, at times in SQL, and I mean on the server, and what happens is you have to make sure whatever the code that you write, it should be optimized, and it should not, it should give a performance, okay, performance, okay. Performance means if you write a code, it should not take like forever to pull that information, okay, it should be really very quick, okay. Never use select star. So we are just learning that for practice, but that is not recommended, okay. Even in interview questions they will ask, okay, never use that word select star, okay. Optimize aggregate queries for performance, okay. If you want to increase your performance, you have to use aggregate queries. There's all this, and then you have to build your query with combination of group by, having a roll up, cube, filter, and all this thing, and then it will also help you in performing those data set retrieval very quick and accurate, okay. So these are some of the multi-table advanced feature. Then you have distinct, okay, null value handling, group by, and having, and basic aggregate functions like this. Okay. So group by. Okay. So this is the same thing, guys. The syntax that uh, you will find. Okay. Anyway, I am gonna share you the file, right? So there you can see the syntax. Okay. Sum, count. Okay. So select column 1, column 2, and you will use the aggregate function for column 3. Okay. From table name, then you'll use group by column 1 and column 2. Okay. This is how you will optimize your code to get a accurate result that you are looking for. Okay. Having. The having clause specifies a search condition for a group. Okay. So having means it's a search condition that you are looking for, okay, and it is often used with a group by, okay. Just make sure whenever you use group by, you can make use of this having keyword, okay. Otherwise it will not work, it will throw an error, it will say you need to use with group by, okay. I'll show you that also. I'll create an error and so that you'll understand, okay, what I'm talking about. And this is the syntax. Select column 1, you will have some aggregate function from table name group by column having this condition, okay. Some condition you are checking, if gender is equal to male, okay. Can you show what are the sale report I mean gender wise, okay, or survey result gender wise, okay. So that is where you will use complex queries now. Okay, we have aggregate clause where, okay, where also you can use, okay. So it's the same, you have all different conditions guys. You can use descending, ascending, you can see here some examples I have added here, okay. So this is just for your learning. Anyway, I have already shared this PDF with you guys, okay. Or we'll do some more examples, okay. So these are just examples for your learning. Where is SQL? Okay, so what I'll do is now I'll just save this. I'm gonna send this file also today. The import session, how do you import a CSV file and create a table with populating some data. Okay, so this is one table I have. Okay, I'll show you one more time. One more thing is export. Okay, so export, I'll click on export. I'll go to same location, okay, where I'm storing this. So I'll just pick customer experience database, okay, uh, CUST underscore EXP, underscore export. Okay, I'll just give some name export, and this is a CSV file. Okay, and there's a CSV file, and here just make sure this is checked, and the delimiter is with the dot. Okay, generally it comes automatically, you don't have to, just take care and just make sure all the columns are selected here. Or column means all the header here. Okay, if not, you can go and say select. Okay, and then I will export. Okay, so process completed, you can see. Okay, now if I go here and SQL, right? SQL export file. Yeah, this one. You see, I just exported. What is the size? 39.7 KB, and there's a timestamp. I'll open it. And how many records we have here? Let me just run this command. So 1,000 rows. Okay, I'll just open that file, the exported one. Just make sure. You can see customer experience exported file. Okay, now this is a file. Okay, so I have all the columns here? Yes, and then I'll select this, and what are the count? 101. Okay, why? Because I'm selecting the first column also, the header. So 1,000 is what the correct data that I can think of. Okay, so this is how you can export the files also. Okay, so let's save this with the same name. Okay, I'll just close this. Okay, so we'll start with new. I'll take something unlimited. Okay, I'll just right click on it. If you want to open a new query tool, what are the options? Okay, right click on a table and then click on query tool. Okay, so this is a new, and select your database, which I want to use this one only. Okay, Netflix only. The database Netflix. We'll do some experiment here with the customer table. Okay, on aggregation. So today's topic is uh, aggregation. Okay. Okay, so this is a topic that we're gonna learn today. So we know what is aggregate function. Aggregate function is used to perform calculation across multiple rows. Okay, now which table will pick is this one. Select star from customer. Then I'll use the control and space bar, so it will give me a drop down. Okay, so whenever you know the three letters of your table, just type CUS and then use the uh, control and space bar on your keyboard. Okay, that will give you the autocomplete feature, and then you can pick. It will save you time. Okay, this is a table, we're gonna work on it. Okay, first thing first, I want to see the rows. Okay, so count the rows. Okay, I'll say select count. I'm using the count function. Okay, whenever we say function, function will have open and close braces. Okay, I want all count. Okay, from first table. Okay, so I'll use again control tab. Okay, done. Okay, now you see I'm getting a count here. But now, did you notice something called here count is coming, big int, some value is coming, right? I don't want this. I want something with my customize message. Then I can say I'll use the as, if you recall, for giving a pseudonym. Okay. Count of rows. Okay. Same thing I'll run. Okay. Now you see. Okay, so this is how you can use all these things. Okay, let me put this here. So you know the difference between when we are using this, you get a customized labeling for your result. Okay, that is one. Now we can do this for uh, the what is that called? DVD rental also. Okay, you can do the same thing for any table you pick, film, actor. Okay, it will count and give. Okay, if you want a specific column, okay, for example, okay, I need this gender. Okay, now you know these uh, rows, total rows are 1000 it is showing. Okay, but do you know if my gender column is filled with all the rows or something is missing? Okay, then how do you do it? Okay, select count. Okay, count, select count star, sorry, star, star, yeah. Okay, sorry, not star. Here I have to write a column name which is gender. Okay, gender, no need to put a quotes and all. Okay, from which table? Customer experience. Okay, so why I got error count? Select, so count column. 1 minute. Okay, so you see here, now I am getting 1000. Okay, or you can write a customized message here. Okay, as what is this? uh, Gender count, gender underscore count from table. Okay, okay, so 1000 which is matching. What that means is, so I don't have any 1 minute, I'll just save this file. SQL underscore aggregation. Okay, aggregation. Okay, now if you see here, I'm getting 1000 rows. Okay, now I want to make sure I don't have any missing values here. So what it is showing me is when I run this, I have total 1000 rows filled with some data. Okay, so this is how you can do your check before you start working on the data. Okay, if it is 100 rows and all, you can use Excel, go up and down, scroll up and down, and you can do that. Okay, so this is one way of finding the results. Okay, and so that's the difference between count and count with a column name. Okay, you can try with for others also. Okay, so I have something called feedback score. Okay. Select all. Okay, I'll just delete this and I'll say feedback underscore score. Okay, now you see I'm getting 1000 here also. Okay, which is good. So see, whatever the sample data that we downloaded from Kaggle site, right? Generally, it will be gold. Generally, the gold data that we download from those site, right? Data sets, it will be properly curated. Okay, and I want to give this feedback score. Okay, this is a title you will get if you use as. Okay, as is used for alias. Okay, give some temporary name. You can give any name. Okay. This all comes by practice only, guys. If you practice, then you will get all this. Okay. Now I'll run this again. Okay. Now age is here. What is this? Num interaction integer sum is this. Feedback score is there. Uh, Product purchased. Okay. So people have some product purchased here. Okay. I want to find out the sum of product purchased. Okay, I want to find the sum of all this product purchased. Okay, now we'll use sum function. Okay, we'll use the sum function. What is the syntax? Sum open and close bracket. This is a function that you have to use. Okay, and what parameter it will take input? It will take column name here. Okay, simply can say sum. Okay, I want uh, what is this product purchase, right? Products purchased. Okay, products purchased. Okay, sum of all product purchased. Now I want to give a meaningful name. Okay, from cost customer experience. Okay, now if you see our uh, code is increasing now. Okay, so when you use all these things, right, it will increase to 4 to 5 or 10 lines. Okay, I have to put in quotes. Select some as could not choose the best candidate function. You might need to add explicit typecast. Why? It's a numeric one. This is feedback score only, right? Feedback score. Okay. So do you have anything called here? PRODUCTS underscore just correct only. It's not give. Mm, Let me run this and see. No. Column, selected the correct only. Here also correct only. Product does not purchased from customer experience. Okay. Oh, 1 minute. I'll just delete this and let me just run pure. Okay. It says product does not exist column. Okay. I'll just delete this. Let me see why it is not taking. Now I got it. Okay. This is a sum. Okay. For product purchased. Okay. So this way also you can use. Okay. So I'll just bring this here. Okay. I'll run this again. So product purchase, whatever product purchase, right? The column is there. Now we are adding all this thing and we are getting the result here. Okay, 10,417 is the products that we have sold. Okay, you can bifurcate with if you have date and time, you can age, gender, location. Do we have date? No. Okay. So I picked up this numeric data. Why? Because so that we can do all most of the practice here with the numeric. If you see the data, sorry, if you see the DVD rental that we have, right, we have less there. Okay, but we have something called customer and amount table also there. There you can run. You can run this sum. Okay, so this is sum, and next one is we'll see the average. What is the average? Okay, so now I'll pick now I have 1,000 records. I want to see what is the average age for my customers here. Okay, see, you cannot do average for customer ID. You know, customer ID is just like an employee ID, and what you will not find out. You can do, but you will not find out any results here, and it will be, you cannot infer that data with, relate with all these data points. Okay, but you can do on age. Okay, what is the average? Okay, numeric, I'm talking about numeric. So I'll copy this. Okay, this is average. Okay, function. I'll paste it here. Only thing is here I have to use age. Okay, ag age, and here I have to av average. That's it. Okay, so 43 is the average age out of those 1,000. Okay, 40s, mid 40s. You can say mid 40s customers are most of the customers who are buying this product. That is your inference that you can draw from this. Okay, now you have something called gender. I was talking about gender, right? You can use the distinct here. Okay, 1 minute. This, okay, I'll show you later. I'll go with a flow. Sum, average, min, max is there. So after that, when distinct come, I'll show you that you can run on categorical data. Now this is categorical data. This is not a numeric data. This, and here also you can do categorical data. So this is average. Now we'll learn about min and max. Okay, you can see this is average, only one column I did. Number of interactions. Okay, so they are also finding out the number of interaction. So customer ID 1, okay, 11 times he has interacted, okay, with the company. Okay, it could be chat support, it could be a phone support, it could be email support, or whatever other means. Okay, so what is the average I want to find out here? Interaction people are reaching out. Okay, I'll take the same thing. See, Only here I have to say num underscore interaction. INTRA interaction. Okay, just make sure you check the spelling. Okay, average. Okay, so 7.5. Okay, so average interaction where with the total 1,000 customers coming 7.5, which means 7 times they are reaching, which is not good. Okay, the less the good, means there is some issue with your product, right? That is how you can infer based on this data. Okay, so this is feedback score. Okay, so what is the average feedback? Okay, so you have to practice, guys, tomorrow. Okay, feedback score. Okay, so 2.9. Okay, so 2.9 is the feedback which is average. Okay, now if you want to see what is the values, what is the count of feedback company is measuring? Is it within a scale of 1 to 5 or 1 to 10? Okay, you can use distinct. Okay, sorry, I have to remove this. I just run and show you. So within a scale of 1 to 5. Okay, the scale is 1 to 5. So distinct will give the distinct values. Okay, so this is a usage of distinct. Okay, first thing first, you have to sit and work on data first. Okay, understand data. Okay. Now we'll look at min and max. Okay, I'll pick the same database, same column here. Just take this command here. I'll paste it here to run to show you where we can use min and max. Okay, now I want to see what is the minimum age group and maximum age group. Makes sense, right? So we can do that. So select min of what? Age. Age from uh, customer table. Okay, customer experience table. Okay, minimum. What is this? Minimum text. AGE is correct only. Maybe okay. So you have to put two quotes, guys. Okay, quotes is two. Okay, just mention here. Okay, use double quotes. So okay, so what is the minimum age here? 18. Okay, same thing if I copy and paste it here, I'll say max. maximum age group. Okay, so that we can 69. So 70 less than 70. So age group is between this and that you can measure. Okay, so the minimum age group from this data set is 18 and max we have less than 70. Okay, that is your inference that you can draw from that column. Okay, min max. We use min max for some other thing. Okay, we know score is 1 to 5 scale. Okay, we know 1 will be less and 5 will be higher, so no need to do this. So what is the minimum product purchased? Okay, you can use this minimum product purchased. Okay, minimum product purchased and max. Okay, let's copy this to save time. Okay, and then I'll, sorry, I have to select this. Yeah. Okay, main product. This is product or products? 1 minute. I'll just take a look. S is there, so S is missing. Okay, just make sure you type the correct column name, otherwise it will end up with error. Okay, so 1. Okay, so minimum product is 1. Okay, and max would be 19. Okay, so highest sales that we did is 19 from this data set. Okay, so product view, you can do all these guys one by one. Okay, and satisfaction score is there. Okay, what is the satisfaction score? Again, you have to use the distinct here for satisfaction score. I really want to understand what type of data is this. Satisfaction. See, you have 10 also, 5 also. Okay, how different is the satisfaction score from feedback score? Okay, how different? You need to sit with business team, understand what is the role of satisfaction score here. Okay, and this is gender encoded, and this is retention. Okay, how many customers you have retained? How many? C means churn. Location encoded. Okay, to one means some code. Okay, blah 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 code. Okay, so I'll run this to see what are the data we have. Okay, so what is this called? Satisfaction score. SATIS satisfaction, right? SATISFACTIY. Okay, satisfaction score. I'll just run this. So you see, hmm, we have score from 1 to, or you can say, so this score is 1 to 10. Okay, simple. So this data gives you the scoring metrics from scale 1 to 10. Okay, just make sure some number is not repeated. Distinct will filter all those things. Okay. Now I want to see simple example. Min max we have done, average we have done, sum we have done. Okay, first part we have done. Okay, now 1 minute. So min max done, then average done, and then sum. Okay, sum, average, min max we have done. Okay, and distinct, so distinct also I showed you. Okay, so this is, now what we'll do is I'll write one query Okay, I want to see total revenue per customer. So customer name we don't have, we have IDs. Okay, 1000 records are there, 1 to 1000, simple. I want to see revenue. Okay, purchased, yeah, product purchase, time spent on site. We have money here, amount, no. Okay, so I can do mm, product purchased. Okay, so let me write a code here. Okay, so I'll say select control spacebar. Okay, customer ID. Okay, so this is how you can pick up. Select customer ID. This is also one way, correct. Okay, so you can use like this also. Okay, customer ID. Uh, oh, comma, 1 minute. My keyboard is this one is comma. Okay, the numbers and other dots are there, right? Comma. These are all faded on my keyboard. So not able to find out which is comma, which is full stop. Okay. Anyway, so customer ID, comma, then I'll say sum. Okay. Sum of what? Product purchased. So I have already written here somewhere product purchased. I'll just copy this. Okay. I don't want to write here. Product purchased, and then I'll say uh, as total purchased. Okay. From which table? What is the table name? Customer experience. Okay. Customer experience. Then I'll say group by. I want to group by with customer ID. Customer ID. And then I can say order by. Okay. Order by. I can say product purchased. Okay. Order by product purchased descending. Okay, by default, it picks up the ascending order first. Okay, so the group by we learned, order by also we learned. If you see, ordering the results based on ascending value or descending, okay, based on the column that you are selecting here. Okay, now what is this column? Purchased. Okay, so if you have highest number, it will start with 19, 18, 16, like that. It will be descending. Ascending means 1, 2, 3, 4 with a lower number. Okay, select customer ID. Why customer underscore ID? Is it not correct? CUSTOMER customer ID. Correct only. Customer ID. Sum of product purchase at total. Let me run this. What it says, customer ID sum as product. Perhaps you meant to reference the column customer experience. Hmm. Why it is asking like this? I don't know. But anyway, customer experience. Perhaps reference. 1 minute. I'll just run this code alone. Okay, CUSTOMER. Let me just check if the spelling is correct or something. Customer ID does not exist. Table is same. Customer experience. Okay, customer ID is here. Let me troubleshoot. Select customer underscore ID, comma, mm, I'll say gender, okay, and then age from customer experience table. Okay, let me run this and see. 1 minute, guys. Something happened. Let me see. Uh, let's save this connection with this already present. Okay, if it is present, why it is giving error? CUSTOMER. Okay, I'll remove the customer. I'll just run gender and age. Something is outcome. Let me check if this table is there or something happened. One minute. Refresh columns. See customer. Yeah, it is there. Age is also there. Then why the hell it is giving error? What if we select star? Is coming. It should come with column names also, guys. Okay. Give me a minute. I'll just figure it out. Select age from customer experience. See, perhaps you need to reference. Character SQL state is 42703. Let's search this. Oh, okay. I'll just pick some other table. 1 minute. I don't know what happened. I'll just pick Netflix. Okay. Yeah, Netflix only, right? So, okay. So I have this Netflix. Okay. Now what I'll do is I will just use Netflix with some column. Okay. Instead of age, I have a show ID. Show underscore ID, comma, title. Okay. Only two columns. This is just for testing purpose. See, I'm getting here, but why I'm not getting in customer experience? I have to check. Select star. Okay, you can check guys like this why it is happening. Okay, sometimes successfully run every minute. Okay. Okay, could be some issue with the export thing. I don't know. I'll figure it out, guys. Okay, I'll figure it out why it is happening. Gender age integer. So not null. Primary key default. Okay. Advanced constraints. The constraint is PK is customer experience PK. Okay. The primary key is customer ID. Check parameters. Custom auto vacuum. Okay. I don't know, guys. Okay. I have to check this. Give me some time. I'll check. So this we imported today only, right? So I don't know why we are not able to query. Okay. Generally, you should be querying. Okay. Then I'll show you this code also. So for now, I'll just share this file. We are 9:10, right? So I'll just share this file. It is the file SQL aggregation. Okay. I have shared in WhatsApp group. Okay, so pick that file. Okay, if you are still getting error with column names, okay, leave it. Just continue with other tables, or you can move to DVD rental. Okay, I'll try with DVD rental. Yes. Okay, so I am in DVD rental now. I know the table names here. If I go to schema public, so if I expand this, I know these are the, no, not this one, not Netflix. DVD rental, schema, public, table. Okay, I know these are the tables. Okay, let me run one example here. I'll say actor. Okay, so I have actor ID, first name, and last updated. So I'll write the same query. Select, select actor ID underscore ID, comma. Next one is I need first name, first name, comma. I need last updated, last underscore update. Okay, from what is the table name? Actor. Okay, let me run this if I'm able to pull. It is coming. So the code that I'm writing, it is correct. This is also correct, but for some reason it is not allowing. I don't know what happened suddenly, but I'll check. Okay, I'll find out why it is happening. At least it's a learning for me also. When I import, see that file we have imported, right? Downloaded from Kaggle and we imported. I'll try importing some other file like marketing or sales, so that you can use this min max, then average, sum, sales, aggregation and all. You can use all those functions, and then you can plot some uh, data there. Okay, so I'll just save this. Okay, so that is working, guys. Okay, so this code actually should work like this for customer experience also. Okay, so maybe I'll figure it out. I'll check. This is a new version, right? The Postgres that I downloaded. You also guys check if it is happening the same. Okay, then I'll find out some solution for that. Okay, so what we'll do is we will meet Monday with our content. Okay, those who missed out the previous sections, okay, please go through those videos. Okay, which are uploaded in a YouTube channel, and then you can practice. Okay, but see, the topics that I'm covering, right, aggregate, these are very useful, very useful. Okay, but we have to work with different data sets. So you go download on weekend. I'll be available on Friday, guys. Tomorrow, Friday, right? I have some work. Actually, I was supposed to take a class yesterday because we had that session, right? Workshop on Tuesday, I guess. Yeah. I was supposed to take one, but I have some work at 4 o'clock. So I don't know if I may reach home by 8. Okay, so that is the reason. If I reach, I'll buzz you guys on WhatsApp about can we have a training now. Okay, if you guys are available, join. Okay, anyway, so I will record the session and will make it available, but I'll find out this thing. Okay, this is very important. I want to see why it is happening. Okay, maybe this could happen in production also. Okay, we never know. So best option is to fix why it is happening. Okay, I'll look into it. Okay, hello guys, so we are on top of the hour, so we'll close this session and we'll meet on Monday.